Hello, my friends. It is your buddy Keith here from Essex Recording Studios, just outside of London in England. And we've got a killer guitar to show you today. I'm going to ask you real fast first, though. Please go up, click subscribe to the channel. I've got over 100 videos. We've got another 100 coming your way. Really appreciate all of the love and support here, all the comments. Keep it going. Click subscribe. And follow us on Facebook, too. We're Essex Recording Studios. All right, back to the guitar. So here we've got this Zakk Wylde Epiphone Les Paul Custom. Very rare guitar to find. I think the Buzzsaw pattern you see here is probably the rarest one they put out. You'll see the white and black Bullseye. That's the most common. Then there's the camouflage one. That's pretty rare too. But the Buzzsaw, extremely rare. I think it's my favorite. It really pops out on stage. And yeah, the colors are just killer. The hardware, all of the premium appointments and spec on it is just awesome. It's a hell of a guitar for the money, guys. You've got real mother of pearl diamond, split diamond there, as is the logo. The Epiphone logo is mother of pearl. Gorgeous. Very nice binding. And let's see, let's talk about the pickups here. We've got emg-hz, HZ passive pickups. Now, you've got the gold one there and the silver one there. Essentially, this is the passive version of the 81 and 85 Zakk Wylde combo. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's the cheaper or worse pickup. Probably would be a little bit less expensive to run passive pickups than actives. You don't have a 9-volt battery for starters. But a lot of people prefer passive pickups over the active. I know Alexi Leho, who's an ESP endorsee, he has his own signature emg-hz passive pickup. My preference, especially for recording, is passive pickups. But yeah, we're just doing a video tour here. The lighting, sorry about it, it keeps changing on the phone, but this is what it looks like. It's nice and bright orange. Rosewood fretboard, acrylic, black inlays, fret over binding, feels good. You've got these clear acrylic speed knobs, and there's your bridge. The difference between the Gibson bridge and the Epiphone has this flathead screwdriver kind of post there, whereas it's just a very small, tiny, thin little post with no screwdriver access on the Gibson models. A lot of the fake Gibsons that you see coming out of China and from the Alibaba and AliExpress websites, they have the Epiphone bridges. That's a dead giveaway if you see this on something pretending to be a Gibson. All right, let's flip this around. You can see the binding continues on the back. Gorgeous. This guitar has barely been played. I've had it in my bedroom, believe it or not, as a really nice piece to look at. It's kind of like my personal painting. I don't buy a lot of art. I buy a lot of guitars. So I'm a huge fan of Zakk Wylde, and this is a nice thing to wake up and look at in the morning. Good neck. Interesting about the Zakk Wylde import models coming out of Korea and China, depending on what year you got it. This is a 2007. Some have scarf joints. I think most do, and I've had some that don't, interestingly enough. Nice unfinished neck, very fast to play. I can't remember what they call this construction, but it's like a two-piece block neck heel there. Grover tuners, the Zakk man himself. I've heard a lot of talk about the bullseyes there. If there's 3 stripes, if there's 4 stripes, if it's 4, it's fake. If it's 3, it's real. I've seen both, guys. It just depends on the year. I've seen the same thing about this limited edition Epiphone custom shop. You hear a lot of people saying, oh, if it's got that, it's fake, it's not real. Not the case at all. The Camouflage and the Buzzsaw models got this, and again, it just depends on the year. The Bullseye models, to my knowledge, never had that. But I've seen a lot of variations. I've seen a lot of variations of the shape up here, depending on the year, whether it was a Korean model, a Chinese model. But I've got white Bullseye models that are, you know, slightly different headstock shapes for sure, and they're all genuine. Lighting's going crazy there again. There we go. It's kind of like a cool Lamborghini or McLaren orange. If you like your exotic prestige race cars, like I do. I mean, I think this guitar looks like $1 million. It looks awesome. It plays awesome. I've got a brand new set of Dean Markley Blue Steels on it. Big fan of those strings. And it's got great weight to it. Really hefty. This does not, I barely lifted up with one hand there. This does not look or feel cheap. Got nice binding on the neck. I really don't have anything bad to say about this guitar. I've also seen over the years slightly different fonts for the Epiphone logo. It does happen. Also, again, depends on which model you're getting. But for my money, this one is my all-time favorite. It's something you'll almost never see in any guitar shop these days. You know, Zakk Wylde has Long Left, Gibson, and Epiphone. He's got his own brand now, Wylde Audio, which I believe he licensed the name and the design, and it gets put out by Schecter in Korea. So funny enough, if you want a genuine Zakk Wylde guitar today, you've got to go to Asia anyway. So these are really great. I've seen Zakk play the Epiphones. They're awesome. And if you want to throw in a set of his active signature models, by all means, go right ahead. But I think just as a piece of art, just to have this on the wall, it looks awesome. And if you're in a band, you've got a show at your local venue, your local bar, whip this thing out. People go crazy. It looks awesome. And no one's ever really seen anything like it. Cool, guys. Well, I hope that gives you a good idea of what this guitar is like in person. I'm going to throw it up for sale on the Reverb site. I'm going to do it. I've enjoyed this thing for over a year. I've got like 5 Zakk Wylde guitars in my bedroom, and the old lady is screaming at me saying, get these out of here. So, you know, as an early birthday present to her, I'm going to get rid of some of these bad boys. I do have the camouflage one, and I do have the white and black Epiphone models too. If you're interested, just hit me up. We'll do a deal, take them all. And I've also got the USA Custom Shop camouflage model and a couple BFGs that I think are awesome. Check those out. You've probably never heard of them. They only made them in 2009. Zakk Wylde BFG Les Paul Gibson. Cool, guys. I'm going to get going. We've got a really cool ESP coming up next. And like I said in the beginning, please hit subscribe. If you're still here with us 9 minutes into this video, you are definitely a fan. So, subscribe. Go to Facebook, Essex Recording Studios. Click like. Go to Instagram, Essex Recording Studios. Click follow. Go to Twitter. Click follow there, at Essex Recording. Cool. See you soon, guys.